Morning. How is everyone today? Happy Monday. We get to do a new week all over again. Well, we don't get to do it again. We get to do a new week. We get to make it a new week. And that's what I'm here for today. I am hitting it hard. I am back, people. I've got my today's breakfast already done. So this is a, one moment, checking something out here. So this is an 8-inch lunch plate. This is an 8-inch lunch plate that I use, that I make sure that my food fits within 5 inches. So that's how I do it. This morning I used 2 eggs, my little, my Loge cast iron skillet. I had my squeeze of my French Dijon mustard, a 1/4 cup of the Kraft mozzarella shredded cheese, 3 of the Applegate Farms Naturals chicken maple. Yes, for the keto Nazis, it does have a little bit of sweetness to it, but this is what I had in my fridge, so I just went with it. It's the first week. It's not going to kill me, in my opinion. That's not how I got here. Best Foods real mayonnaise, a tablespoon. I also used a tablespoon of bacon grease from yesterday's bacon. I have to put this in. And now I'm cutting up a half of avocado. So for the next 7 weeks, I am in a new program that is Keto for Lipedema, and I am gonna be eating about 1,800 calories a day. Let's see if I can do it. Typically that's way more than I would think. So we'll see how it all works out. And I should have, I forget how it works out, but just go with me on it. It's an approximation, about 30 grams of protein at each meal, and 3 tablespoons of fat is my goal. So I'm kind of got that here with the tablespoon of mayonnaise, tablespoon of bacon fat, and now this little half of avocado. So wish me luck. I am off to the, hey Cadence, oh my God, I was totally thinking of you this morning, because I cannot for the life of me get my tripod to work, because somehow it's locked or something. I can't figure out how it's going, and nobody else is here. I was like, Cadence would be like, Beth, can you just get the technology figured out? It's pretty funny. Anyway, that's it. So I am off for my walk at the park. Later today, I will, God, am I really going to show you this? Hold up. Anybody know what that is? That is my new rebounder. Very excited. Hi, TJ. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. So it's going to be, as you can see, I feel really energized, and I am excited to get back on the straight and narrow of this journey. Oh, it's not an outfit for cooking. I was walking out the door, and then I realized I had already been up an hour and a half, and the rule is to eat within an hour and a half. So I said, okay, let me eat first before I go to do my walk. So that's what I'm doing. In the world of keto and in the world of keto for lipedema, that was big, right? The idea is to regulate your insulin as much as possible, and the way that you do that is by not eating. So the approach is, in this program, the recommendation is to have 3 meals per day, nothing in between, and make sure each meal is split up. Like, say for me, like I should have 600 calories at each meal, basically. I'm not sure if I did that. I have to go back now to a tracker and figure out how all of this came together. I'm just kind of trying to focus on doing what I should make sure I get in. Oh, I see. Wow. Did I have got to the left? Okay, Cadence, you got it? You got the visual? I think tomorrow I'll take pictures for a beginning piece. And then tomorrow I also meet with a trainer who specializes in working with people with lymphatics disorders. So we're golden. So you're going to see a lot about the journey for this over the next month. And yeah, so no, next 2 months. I think it comes right up to my birthday. My birthday is October 13th. So I think that all of this initial diving in works right up until then. Okay, I got the glasses. Let me see what anybody said. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Ash, how much have I lost on keto? So far, right now, nothing. I officially started yesterday. So, the difference between this time and any other time is that I'm actually involved with a group. And I think that that will make a huge difference. For me. I think the accountability piece will be huge, as well as the all of the specific tips that are specific for lipedema. So anyway, that is what you're going to be seeing over the next 8 weeks. Thanks, DJ. Good luck. You know, the thing with this is, with the lipedema, it is, let me see. Wait, I have to answer this myself. Hold on. I'm already all the way to the back here. Somebody says, her heart or her body, what makes you call her beautiful? And I would say that most people that are in this chat would say both. But I would say for most of my life, I have been known for my beautiful heart. It's only been of late that people have had anything to say about my body. So there's that. Okay, now I'm going back. Thank you, Terry. See? Oh, it's the smile from Mishima. Hi, Mishima. The badge is to support your favorite creators. That's what it's for. Just like any other place where you give somebody a badge, or like on TikTok or Twitch or I don't know, what's that other stream? Bigo or OnlyFans. Whatever. And for those of you that are going to say, oh, you don't need to lose anything, this is not about losing weight. This is about regaining health and mobility and halting or stopping or reversing, any of the three, progression of the lipedema. So, that's what's going to be happening. Good morning, Marcus. And then certainly after this lockdown, oh, I was going to try. Yeah, I wasn't paying any attention. It's about being healthy. When you feel you've made progress, it's a win. Exactly. And so I'm working with my doctor. I'm now working with these other, professionals. And, I'm still always deciding about whether or not surgery is the right option for me. To have some of this lipedema removed. But it is never my first choice, and so I am back in warrior mode. It was really good during lockdown to give myself grace and, just go intuitively. But what I've realized, and that was really nice, because I don't know that I've ever done that before in my life. But what I've realized is that throughout my life, I've had to be, my hairs are really sticking out here, huh? Throughout my life, I've had to be very disciplined to be able to maintain. It's a constant fight. And because I'm fighting against this disease constantly. And so, when you have a chronic illness and you're diligent and you stay focused, then it actually makes it easier because physically you're able to operate better. Let's go, Mishima. 7 weeks. Hit that gym. Do those sit-ups. Do the planks. There you go, Mishima. You know what? That would be so awesome. Oh my God, I'm going to put out that challenge. Jesus. You are so right. Listen, okay, hold up. How come I never even thought about making that plea? People, this is the deal. Lipedema has just gotten, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Mishima, brilliant. Okay. Lipedema, hold up, sorry. I have to put these away. See that? I was going to throw it where it doesn't go, and I hate when people do that. Oh my God, this is brilliant, Mishima. Okay, listen up, people. Lipedema has just become, we've just gotten an ICD-9 code for lipedema in this year. Lipedema was written about at the Mayo Clinic in 1940. So, there's been knowledge of it for a very long time. And clearly, it's been in existence for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations. In Europe, specifically in Germany, they've been treating it for years. And we're really the pioneers in diagnosis, treatment, whatever. Here in the United States, about 10 years in, we are a little bit more, that it's something that's been acknowledged, known about, treated, whatever. But there are very, very, very few doctors who even know about it, let alone treat it, let alone, make any impact. So, truthfully, in my opinion, we have two main experts who do research, diagnose people, and come up with research and conclusions and all of that. And they are for sure world-renowned experts, and they don't perform any kind of surgery. The rest is, I would say, in my opinion, maybe this is a low estimate, I would say here in the US, we have about 10 notable lipedema surgeons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go with more like 15. But really, yeah, I'd say 10 are what you hear about the most. So let's say we have 15 to 20 throughout the entire country. And that's nothing. And then to try and get a lymphedema therapist who would actually perform lymphatic drainage or that type of thing, it's not available everywhere. So that would be a fantastic specialty. And, there are people that are garment, need to help people get fitted for their garments, and there are people that have to help people with their decongestive pumps, and there are I don't even know. I mean, just gua sha people, or it's my size 36 there. Wow, BBW lover, you're really close on that one. That's pretty close. Oh, what is my weight loss objective? So it's actually not necessarily a weight loss objective, because I don't know that I will lose any weight with the lipedema. I suspect I will, because I suspect that over this past 3 years, when I have gained weight since my diagnosis, I suspect that some of that is natural fat. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I don't think it's all lipedema, but I don't know. And so it is to reduce inflammation and to get my body operating efficiently and to be in a non-inflammatory state. I think with that, they're naturally doing, getting back to doing regular daily exercise is certainly gonna, result in some tone up, some muscle, muscle memory coming back, that kind of thing. So I think all of those things will be side effects, but we'll see. I'm not, I no longer am like, oh, I'm going because I need to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. That's never a choice for me anymore, because it's not, it's setting myself up for failure to think that it's possible. The way that I think is that I don't know if I don't know how my body will respond. I don't know if the lipedema has taken over so much that, it's a lost cause, but I don't think that it is. So, I'm taking this as a starting point. I'm assuming that my body, is going to be happy to get healthier. Good morning, SC. And I think my body is going to be happy to not have to be confused about what are we doing. Like, wait a minute, today we're doing keto, today we're doing high protein, today we're doing low carb, oh, today we're having whatever we feel like, whatever, which has sort of been what's happened. Well, really? That's what's happened since May, I guess. So, anyway. Let me see. Honestly, after being supportive of you, I started thinking my thick thighs weren't just fat. Well, it is, there are some men that have lipedema, but it is atypical. And quite frankly, I think they're finding that men who have lipedema actually get it in their bellies. So, do you bruise easy? Do you have little nodules under your skin? Does it feel like pearls in your legs? Thanks from Chicago. Hold on, I'm trying to see if there's any more questions. Sea moss. I know. I haven't tried it yet. The sliminess of it kind of freaks me out. Hey, Nate. You'll have to go back and watch the rest of the live. Are these the same pants from my last post? No. These are not. These are navy blue and white. These are actually my first yoga pants that I've ever had, and I got them in 2017, and they still fit. I have to say they're a little bit more fitted in the waist now, so my waist has grown in those few years, but the keto flu sucks. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the keto flu because I've done this so many times. I just kind of regroup usually. Thank you, Ty. Thank you for the badge, Ty. How are you this morning? We finally don't. Oh, sea moss does come in capsules? I don't think I know that. I always see people like making it in that goo, you know, like they soak it and then kind of freaks me out. Morning Plus Size Media. So these pants, actually, I've told the story before, but maybe I was never wearing them. These pants, so in 2017, I was on my fitness journey, and I had of my son's school, at my son's elementary school, I was one of the parent leaders, and one of the coaches was a comedian, and we went to his show, and he's very fit, an older guy, very fit, and his wife was very tiny, and he said that, you know, people, come on, ladies, like, yoga pants were not meant for everyone. Not everyone should be wearing yoga pants. So up until that moment, I always believed that, right? It's probably one of the reasons why I didn't have yoga pants. So the next morning, I realized I didn't have yoga pants, and I went to him and I said, listen, I'm going to tell you, if I had yoga pants, I would be wearing them today, and I would be parading my ass past you so you could see that everybody can wear yoga pants, because that's bullshit that you were saying last night. Like, you know, this is why we are the way we are, because of the perpetuation of that myth. So not too far after, I went and I got a pair of yoga pants, and I was going for my first hike with another mom who I knew socially, but we had not really hung out one-on-one. So I was very excited, and she was a black belt in karate. So she's very fit, very, like, travels all over the world kind of doing this thing. And I was really excited because I had been working so hard, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to nail this hike with this, you know, completely fit woman. And as we were walking to the hike, I passed one of my besties who looked at my pants and was like, what in the hell are you wearing? So to me, I don't wear light things on my bottom in those days. And I thought I was okay because they were navy and they had white. And I didn't love them, but they were the best of the choices. And she just looked at me like, what the hell are you wearing? And I was like, okay, great. That's fantastic. Thanks for the support. Now, nothing was ever said. Nothing's ever been said till this day, as a matter of fact, except I've told the story a million times. And I often wonder if she has heard it and wonders if it's her. But in any case, I guess I'm going to have to tell her now. And so anyway, it was, not a great experience. But, and so they were loose. They were loose in my waist because I was smaller. And I didn't really fit in, they're a size 1X from Avenue. And typically, I don't really fit in the plus size clothes from a plus size store because my waist is usually too small. And Yeah, okay, Husk. I see. Capsules. I'm going to write that down right now. Sundays capsules. And I'm going to also see, why is it, do you have a brand that you like? Why don't I hear my lipedema people talking about that? Mishima, you bought a badge? Thank you. So anyway, so since then, this is all about transformative thinking, right? Since then, I think I actually look better in yoga pants than I do in straight pants. The reality is, I have thick thighs. I have big knees. I have normal size ankles. My calves are much bigger than they ever were. It's kind of like, but when I look at what I put one on the other day when I was doing that closet clean out, I usually had straight workout pants, and I put them on and I look so silly. I look like so dodgy and so squatty and so Mishima, here's about okay, Mishima's saying, would you still love me if I had a belly? So here's the deal on people always say, what's your body type, whatever. The deal is that I always love a person who is taking care of themselves. That's it. You in my opinion, you always need to be moving forward. You always need to be growing. You always need to be trying to better yourself. And nobody has time to sit around because there's always something next to do. So that's what I would say. Not everybody, whatever. How long have you followed me? So that somebody can work really hard and not have much difference, much transformation. I remember when in that time in 2017 when I was, working really hard with the trainer, basically eating 800 to 1,000 calories a day, mostly with protein shakes and protein bars and one piece of chicken and maybe some zucchini or broccoli or whatever. And I don't know, I was at the gym, 2 hours a day, I guess. And so, yeah, I lost, there was 30 pounds that I lost that time. However, my shape was still the same. So all the people that knew me, because remember I was the parent leader, they were like, oh my God, your waist is so tiny. And what they weren't saying is, but oh my God, your thighs and your butt are still big. And so one of my friends says to me, yeah, you lost some. And I was like, but at the time, I didn't know about lipedema. I didn't know about lipedema. This was in May, June of 2017. I didn't even know that it existed. I didn't find out about lipedema until the end of July of 2017. And then I didn't know that I had it until the end of October. Or wasn't diagnosed. The second that I read about it, I was like, oh my God, that's me. But in any case, and I was like, well, that's just rude. But the reality was my friend was right. I didn't look like all the hard work that I had. Somebody else who would have lost 30 pounds would have looked completely transformatively different if they didn't have lipedema. I strive every day to make it a better day than the day before. And, some days, over the last, oh, here's Charlie. Charlie, Mishima is wondering what you think of him. it's kind of like, there's always room for growth and improvement and self-improvement, in my opinion. And that's what I always strive for. I always strive to see what's the next aha moment. And I have them quite often. So over this past, I think I was saying this, over this past 3 months, I have been quite in the doldrums. There was even a point, and I had sought some therapy, not because of that, but because I wanted to move to I wanted to get through some things. And during that time, when was that? I guess it was in July, maybe. I was like, I had like about a 10-day period that it was right around all that sun, moon, eclipse, all that stuff going on. I was really down, really in the doldrums, really what I called depressed for me. And I had the first thought ever, like, oh my God, like, is this why people take medication? I've never had this. Should I be seeking that out? Is that, whatever. And I managed to, stay even in my sadness, I guess you'd say, or my anxiety, or my upset, or my turmoil. And then I guess probably about 2 weeks later, I finally realized that had passed. And I think that a lot of it has to do with all of this COVID stuff and being in the house and staying in the house and being in the house and staying in the house. And then all the fear mongering that's out there now with this, all these variants and stuff like that. Mishima, you're funny. Thanks, Arnez. And thanks, O'Neill. Nice to see ya. And then I think right now, certainly, morning SC, I, have been catapulted into action right now because I did go and see Dr. Karen Herbst on Wednesday for a follow-up from my May appointment. And so we came up with the next part of the plan, and here it goes. So I think I needed that real concise push. But I also think that during my RV trip, I was very happy to be able to do all of the things that I did physically. But I also realized that this physical body right now is not at its best. And it's not fair. It's not fair to my body to have to be struggling. So I'm going to turn it around. And I think that with school coming back, and please send up your prayers that it will stay in session. Thank you, Nathan Young. I think that that's helpful because I think that, my son needs his freedom. I think I need my freedom, even if it just means that we're not in the same space. I mean, we could be on opposite, he could be in his room gaming, which you've heard a million times, right? I could be in the dining room / my office now. But yet, we're still here. He's not having his life. I'm not having my life. Yes, plus size media. I'm sure that everybody has had a lot of anxiety this last year. I definitely did. This was just maybe this was anxiety coupled with sadness. And I'm not usually sad. But I think that there was so much, that whole energy of, well, the collective energy, but the energy of what goes on in the universe, I think really does affect me a lot. Yes, I think that when people make, bring out the best in others by, laughing and smiling and all of that together, I think that creates a great connection. I am just trying to get through. I don't know what that means. Okay, all right, well, I'm at the bottom now. So, wow, I see I have a lot of comments that I cannot read, so I can't respond to any of them. HBT, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you calling yourself out. We, in the old days, we used to have a lot of fun on My Lives every day, because there were, I don't know, there was a couple hundred of us, but we would all talk, and people would talk amongst themselves, and it would be a communication, like what we're supposed to do, and what social media is about, to bring people together and connect and be social. So clearly having comments that are not really comments, or comments that are off-putting or rude or disrespectful, really does put a pallor on everyone. And I've asked yesterday or the other day, can we tighten that up? At the moment, I just found out that there is a way, or should be a way, if I can figure it out, that I could remove somebody or block their comments or something like that while in a live. So I will try to do that, but today I don't want to be bogged down with that, so I'm not doing it. So I'm sorry that those of you who are here who are getting annoyed with what you see or experiencing it. If anybody has any idea how we get around that, I would love to hear it, but I'm not sure how that works. So there you go. I do think that, potentially language barriers are an issue. And I don't know, how do we get around that? People obviously have incorrect assumptions, and you can only say so much. So there you go. All right, I'm wrapping it up. I finished my breakfast. I feel I'm digested enough. I'm going to go hit that trail for 10 a.m., get the walk in, get the rest of the day going. And thank you very much, Ty. Thank you very much, Mishima, for the badges. I appreciate your support always. Oh yes, HBT, I'm pretty much always positive, which was probably why that whole week to 2 weeks of being like sad was weird, because I was just like, couldn't even care, really. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a lot of fun over the next 7 weeks with all these updates and all this activity. I hope it spurs some of you into action as well. If any of you are keto as well, then I'd love to hear from you. Maybe we could team up or be accountability partners or something like that. So let me know. I'm not sure what the workout program is going to look like. So Mishima, here's Charlie. Charlie! Charlie, say hi. Charlie is not interested in the camera. He never looks at it. You try to show him a TV show or a movie or a picture, and he just won't look. All right, Charlie? There you are. Hey, hi, Charlie. Where's Charlie? Look at. There's Charlie. Okay. See you all. Thanks for joining in. And I'll see you again. Bye. Happy Monday. I hope you're motivated. I am.